Welcome everyone to your very last course in the e-learning certificate, Education 4152. This is the course I've been talking about all the way through, in which you get the chance to demonstrate your skills and practice with all the learning you've done in your previous two courses as you build your own online course. So this course works a little differently than the others have in the certificate program, so let me just walk you through some of the differences that you'll see. You'll see a similar layout to what you've seen before, in which you've got course information and how to be successful and how to communicate with me and the resources, and there's a schedule here which is a recommended schedule for you to follow if you'd like to finish the course in your designated 3-month time limit. If you prefer to do it more quickly, then you're welcome to change that to fit your own time management schedule. But this is the first difference here, is that I have online virtual office hours where you can actually pop in to Skype and find me online. So I'll log on to Skype between 12 and 1 every Tuesday and Thursday, and I've got my Skype ID there as well. So if you'd like to drop in and you have a question and you're working on your course, you can certainly give me a call anytime in that 1 hour period on either Tuesday or Thursday. The reason I have drop-in hours on this course is because I find that people often need immediate help more often than the other two courses, where you could drop me a note by email and we could set up a scheduled time to meet. So please feel free to come find me online if that works, or you can set up another time for us to meet that's more convenient for you, and I'm certainly happy to make that work as well. So that's the first change that you'll see. The rest of it, the beginning section looks pretty straightforward. Great Learning is a discussion forum where you can share resources, websites, tips, videos, things you think are like fantastic that you didn't know was there. You've discovered it in your search for other things, and you think that your peers may benefit from having access to this. So please be that collaborative community and give forward to one another and share with one another. That's what that forum is there for. Announcements from Joanne is pretty familiar for you now. It's any news I have to give you throughout the course, I'll post there. Review and add questions, again, something you've seen before. If you have questions about the course, you can post them there. If you have questions that you could if you could answer questions about the course, please do that as well, and I will also pop into that forum. And then there's your water cooler forum, where you can just hang out, chit chat with each other, connect, whatever is needed. The learning partner area, it will have nothing in there right away when you first log into the course. I will be setting up forums for you and your learning partner to have private chats and private discussion postings where only you and your learning partner will see those things. But I'm not gonna, I'll address that in a few minutes in this video, so I'll come back to that. The first tab asks you to get ready to create your own online course. And what we'll do is you'll just go through these resources and activities one by one, like you've always done. Here's your information about the course, and then reminders about VCC email addresses. By now, most of you have got your email address either set up where you can access it, or you've had it forwarded to your Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, what have you. Just double check that that's all working properly before you start a new course. And then I ask you to introduce yourself to one another. The reason is because there will be many different people in the course at different times, and you will be choosing a learning partner for this course. So when you post your introduction, please say a little bit about who you are and where you teach and what your goals are, but also say a little bit about the type of course that you expect to create in this final course. You will be working together with somebody that you choose. I won't be picking your learning partners for you. In this course, you'll choose your learning partner. And that's the next activity, picking learning partner groups. So what you'll do is you'll go and look through the introductions, or you'll touch base with one another via email if you've worked together well before, and you'll pick another set of eyes to work with you through this course. So somebody who either you work really well with and they don't know anything about your field and you like that sort of beginning space, or somebody that you work really well with and they do know your field. Whatever works for you, or somebody that you've never met and you want a fresh set of eyes with somebody you've never connected with before. The reason is really to have somebody look at something that you've looked at a million times before and don't see possible gaps or assumptions that you've made. By having somebody else look at your work, you're meeting one of the best practices of online learning. You're having somebody review, give feedback, and make comments about things. So please think carefully about that. It is okay to use somebody else who's not a part of your course, this online course. The challenge that you're going to have though is that that person, say you choose somebody at your workspace or a really close friend that can be objective, that will create a challenge for you in getting them into your course because they are not a VCC student, so they don't have VCC login access. There's ways around it. People have made it work before, but it will create a lot less challenge for you if you choose somebody who is part of the VCC system. So ideally somebody in this course. If not, maybe another VCC student or another VCC staff member. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to decide what course platform you want to use to build your course. Now I will give you a Moodle shell. That's one of the things that VCC does for this course, is each student who takes this course gets a Moodle shell from which to work, and I will set it up so that you can just start building your tabs. I can also provide the technical support that you need for Moodle. Having said that, some people prefer to use another platform. Perhaps your institution uses D2L or Blackboard, and you'd rather use that platform to build your course. That's okay. Here's your challenge. You need to be able to make sure that I can get access, first and foremost, and that your learning partner can get access. I also won't be able to provide the technical support for those other platforms that I can provide with Moodle. So think carefully. I have had students use D2L before, and I've worked in D2L frequently, so I'm very familiar with the shell, with the platform. It has been a challenge though to get me access to that course shell that you're working with if you use D2L or Blackboard. So before you make that decision, talk to your technical department and make sure that they can get somebody from the outside in to view your work. Otherwise you might want to make it easy on yourself and use Moodle, because then all I do is simply give you a course shell and you start adding things. So once you've made those decisions, you know who you want to work with as a learning partner, you know what platform that you want to use, then it's time to book a Skype call with me. So we haven't probably Skyped with many of you. We haven't Skyped since 4150, so it's time to connect again. Our Skype call will be short, once again probably 20 minutes. I just want to make sure or check in with you about your comfort level with developing a course, your technical confidence, your experience, and find out who your learning partner is going to be, find out the platform that you want to use, and just touch base with you before you go forward. The first couple of tabs will be spending time in our course shell together in 4152, and then once you get into this tab, building your course, you're going to disappear for about 2 to 3 weeks into your own course shell. And I realize that, and I don't expect you to continue to log into the 4152 course shell once you get down here. But so I want to make sure that you're really comfortable going through these places here. So that's why we'll talk about it on Skype face to face and just sort of check in with each other and answer any questions that you might have before you go forward. So that's everything that I need to tell you as you begin to step into the beginnings of this course. I'll let you review the rest of the details yourself, and I will wait to hear from you when you're ready to Skype. I'm looking forward to working with each of you. This is one of my favorite courses in the entire certificate program because I get to see your learning unfold in your own creations. So I really enjoy this course, and I hope that you do too, and I will look forward to meeting each of you via Skype. Take care.